Salut les VR for Players, aujourd'hui on vous propose de faire un petit tour rapide de présentation du jeu MaskMaker, édité par MWM Interactive et développé par le studio Innerspace VR, à qui l'on doit les excellents Firebird Lapéry et A Fisherman's Tale. Nous allons vous proposer dans cette vidéo de découvrir la nouvelle bande-annonce du jeu, ainsi qu'un petit tour découverte en compagnie de Balthazar Auxiètre, le cofondateur du studio Innerspace et directeur créatif du jeu. Avant de commencer, on vous fait un bref résumé de MaskMaker et de ce qu'il faut retenir pour le moment. Le jeu aura une durée de vie d'environ 4 heures, il se jouera intégralement au PS Move, sera disponible sur les plateformes PSVR, HTC Vive, PlayStation VR, Oculus Rift S et Quest, via le câble Link. Il ne sera donc pas compatible en standalone avec le Quest. L'intégralité du titre bénéficiera d'une bande-son en français et en anglais, avec des sous-titres en anglais, en français et en allemand. Le jeu MaskMaker a été créé avec le soutien de Creative Europe, programme média de l'Union Européenne, et avec le soutien de la région Île-de-France. Ah, j'ai oublié la date, il arrive en même temps sur tous les supports le 20 avril 2021, pas de préférence cette fois pour un casque plutôt qu'un autre, et c'est tant mieux. Allez, on commence avec la bande-annonce du jeu.
There you are. That was fast. Well, first lesson. Masks are the gateway to this place. Never forget, whatever masks you wear, there is always one more mask underneath. Find my subjects. Forage for components. Craft their masks and borrow into them to move through the world. Mask yourself wisely. Inhabit those you need. Be who you must. This is the power of the MaskMaker. But don't forget, you are in my realm.
VR for Player a eu la chance de faire partie des invités pour une présentation presse du jeu. Nous vous proposons donc maintenant d'aller nous balader en compagnie de Balthazar Auxiètre, qui nous propose ici un tour rapide de découverte de son jeu. Personnellement, mes premières impressions sont très bonnes sur le titre, la hype est au rendez-vous, les différents biomes semblent proposer des décors variés, les palettes de couleurs sont superbes et le titre qui est avant tout un puzzle game vous proposera de résoudre des énigmes en switchant en temps réel entre l'atelier de création de masques et les différents mondes associés à chaque masque créé. En règle générale, il vous faudra trouver des éléments de construction pour créer des masques. Chaque masque, une fois porté, vous emmènera à un endroit précis d'un biome, ce qui vous permettra de découvrir le monde d'un autre point de vue et ainsi avoir accès à de nouvelles parties du biome et ainsi débloquer les énigmes. MaskMaker transporte les joueurs dans un atelier de masques magiques pour rencontrer Prospero, le puissant chef du royaume des masques, qui les invite dans son atelier pour devenir son nouvel apprenti. En apprenant à fabriquer des masques magiques, les joueurs découvriront bientôt que leur nouvelle capacité leur permet de se transporter dans différents mondes et de posséder les différents gardiens du royaume des masques. Les joueurs devront explorer chaque monde pour collecter des ressources rares, résoudre des puzzles et développer leurs compétences d'artisanat pour prouver qu'ils sont dignes d'être MaskMaker. De masque en masque et de puzzle en puzzle, les joueurs se feront un chemin à travers le royaume des masques pour rechercher Prospero et finalement découvrir la vérité qui se cache derrière cette identité. Je vous en dis pas plus et vous laisse découvrir ce tour d'horizon rapide de MaskMaker en compagnie de Balthazar Auxiètre.
Yes, we're in.
So welcome in MaskMaker. So I will do a quick load of a game we just prepared for this stream. Okay. So here we go. So let's start. So right now I would say we are like 20 minutes in, something like that. we are nearby the end of the tutorial of the game, where we will soon discover there's a whole world to discover, and not just this little place, this little beach and islands. So I can right now. So I already kind of possessed in a character, but so I have a mask already, but I can take it off and I will go back to the workshop where I crafted this mask.
In this particular section, the first level of the game, you're slowly learning the addition of components and how that allows you to take over different masks. But he ran into a guardian that had components that he couldn't find, and actually can't even find those components in that particular biome. So he needs to come back to his workshop here, and then travel into some different biomes where he'll find some of the components that will allow him to progress, not only through the Archipelago biome, but also through other areas.
This was the mask I was just wearing a few seconds before. So to discover these different parts of the world, we're going to use what we call the world lever. And we're going to pull another part of the workshop where we'll discover a different kind of mask. And really quick, we're going to show you that there are different biomes we can discover. So I will jump right into this guy real quick so I can show you a glimpse of the swamps. So right now I'm in a very different mood and part of the world, as you can see. But we are not gonna explore the swamps right now. It was just to give you a quick peek inside this world and to show you there are worlds with different really kind of atmospheres and challenges too. That challenge we'll discover into the biome which we call the Zephyr Peaks. So this is a different mask we need to make to get to this place. In the tutorial, there are a lot of voiceover hints to help guide the player. But because I already been through this, we are not hearing the voice of that are part of the workshop that help the player.
And I would say you're actually beyond that. You're quite an expert at this now. I've watched you earlier today do this carving, and you're way better than I am.
Because I did a lot of carving in my life. So and especially since the last few months. So as you can see, but anyone we hope will feel like an expert in craft, in carving with this feature I just shown of the chisel and hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to what Baldassar was saying earlier too, I think the Mask Maker's workshop, it becomes this fun sort of sandbox game experience, exploring and creating taking a break from the more environmental based puzzles that he'll face out in the biomes.
So I have different tools at my disposal. For example, I can paint masks. So I have different paint buckets and tanks I can use to create different colors. So right now I have the yellow color, so I can paint my mask in yellow. But actually, I don't need a yellow mask. I need to follow this what we call blueprint to create a specific mask that will enable me to possess a specific character in the biome. And for that, I need a blue color. So I will switch to blue here. and dip my mask into the paint, which creates a pretty nice effect. You cannot feel, but my controller is like vibrating at this moment, so I really feel like this. I am holding some power with this mask. Oh, hello. So that's me in this level. I think I have a nice outfit and fit for the cold outside.
Yeah, I especially like the mittens.
When I first came here, the air was the clearest I had ever smelled, and the ringing of the chimes, the singing of the shepherds from mountain to mountain. Well, a king cannot play favourites, of course, and this should be a place for a clear mind, for solitude. I saw to that.
So we just heard the voice of the king, who is already introduced to us, but is introducing this new level we jumped in. So it seems that there is a guy here. It's probably the next mask I need to make. So I will explore around. It seems that he has feathers on this mask. So we have a mechanic in the game that enable with a spyglass that they can trigger and summon at every part of the game. And this spyglass will give us the ability to capture the blueprint of this character. So I will pick inside the spyglass, and like I would do with a real spyglass, I just pick in and watch this guy and focus on his mask. So I have different levels of zoom, but I don't need to zoom really close. This level of zoom is fine. And that triggers the blueprint, that captures this blueprint. Meaning that I can go back to the workshop, and there's a new mask appearing on the board, the one I just captured. But I don't have the feathers to craft it. I can check. It seems that this is the place for the feathers to appear, so I need to collect them. I also have this map, which shows my progress here, and I have discovered this part. But it shows also that no components at all have been discovered, and I can see the silhouette of the feather here that I haven't discovered, and I need to find it in this level. So I am coming back. Let's discover a little bit and explore the Zephyr Peaks. This is a good
birds up there. There were some birds. Pink birds flying around there.
Yeah, birds means probably.
That's my thinking. I think it's also an interesting time to talk about kind of the gravity sketch thing. One of the procedures that I thought was really amazing through Innerspace's process of developing the game was building all of these levels using Gravity Sketch. So actually built the levels in VR, which allowed them early on to quickly prototype out some pretty magnificent spaces.
It's also a good opportunity to show the different navigation system, because in these biomes there's quite hikes to do. So I have different navigation system at my disposal. It's pretty classic now. I have the like a free move system on my left controller, so I can walk freely, and I can also run if I'm really up to it. I cannot. Yes. Okay. But I can also teleport like in we the same system we had in Fisherman's Tale. So it seems I have found my feather.
At least that's what I always call them.
So it shows that I've collected this component, which I can find in my little bench here. It also means that I can now craft this new mask, because I just need feathers for this one.
We found through different people playing through the game to see how different people prepare their masks. You can build it in your hand. You can build it on the mannequin head.
Yeah, I'm so used.
All their colors.
I don't even use the the mannequin now, but it's a really useful tool to stabilize your mask while you're crafting, and you can move it all around at your convenience. Here we go.
Nice view up here, isn't
Oh.
it? But you won't go very
So we are at the position of the guy we saw earlier, but it seemed that this guy is kind of stuck in this part, in this little like gondola system. So I guess if we want to move forward, we'll have to find a way to make this work. So let's come back to the other guy. So, yes, that's my fellow down there. So I need to go back.
The different levels too play with different elements of claustrophobia, scale. Each of the biomes are very different in how you explore them and how they look. So the mountain range here, of course, plays with that sense of verticality quite a bit. You're looking down at sections of the map you'll explore later, but gives you a bit of that vertigo even at some of the peaks.
So if you want to see a bug before the game is released, so it's something we just fixed, but it's not in this build. But it's a good way to show you that the character you just spawn into stays in the position you left it. So you can do fun things. The neck, the neck of the puppet is kind of broken, so it creates a weird thing. Okay, so let's put this here, and it's pretty clear that the system is broken. Parts are all over, so I need to patch a few things, as the king said.
find them and return them to their proper place.
There's a lot of pieces in there.
Okay, a lever here. Let's try this. Okay, so there's a mechanical part here that put this down, but it seems that there are pieces missing. And I see a hole here and a hole here. But there are too many pieces, so I need to find the right one. Let's try with this one. No, to put this first. Up. Oh, no, not good. Not good. Okay. This looks better. Better.
Look around. There may be something to fix it. Our children never
I think the little one will be just nice here. Oop. Oh no, that's not the little one actually. The little one. So you can see.
Spyglass.
Yeah, so we also have a system we call telegrab, which is now pretty classic to grab objects from a certain distance. So it looks more fitted to the mechanic. So I can probably use this lever now. Oh, I didn't want to put the mask off.
Success.
Yep.
Industry.
Whoop.
Wheels of the world
So-
turn once more.
So
But
so
you
so
keep
it shows
holding
that
these
this guy is now moving. And because I need to go there, I can just move this guy to the other part of the chasm, and then possess this guy. If I do that, let's try. Woof! Now I'm there, and I can see my fellow here in the last position I was. And one fun thing we can do if I yep. This I can try something nice if I want to do a ride. I could try this even, like keep my hand here, and while I'm still keeping the hand down, I can also change mask. Et voilà. It's a nice view, and I'm moving, and hopefully there won't be any bug.
You can see
Yes.
the level down there at afar.
Yep.
There's another character even. Can you
It's
get him
good.
on the move?
Whoop! I think it will be a bit difficult. Whoop! Et voilà!
And this level is more towards the beginning of the game, but as the levels progress, the complexities of the puzzles will progress, and you'll be using multiple guardians in different places at one time to solve the puzzles of the level.
And just to check in on time, I know we're going to see just a little bit more of the map, but we're getting closer to the end of the demo, so we can start to open up the roundtable questions. But Balthazar, I'll let you just show a little bit more of the level before we do that.
Okay. So one really important thing is this statue. So this statue will be represented in each level, and this statue represents a power that was once there, the ruling force in this world, but now it is the king that is the ruler. So he's against these statues, and as the player progress, he will discover both sides of the force in a way. But this specific statue is kind of broken because it has been displaced in a way. So I need just to move this little kite, which put the statue in its default posture, and
The famous
so
T pose.
the famous T pose, yeah, known in video games a lot. And this means that with so I already did this once or twice in the game, and so now I know that I need to be inside the circle and do the same posture than the statue to create a link between me and him and the statue. So I will be able later in the game enter this tower where the power of the statue and what we call the elders are trapped. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
doing the T-pose right now.
So for each of the levels, there are 3 of these statues that are hidden around that you need to match their pose in order to unlock the tower. Actually, the third is at the base of each of the towers. So he's really finding 2 along his way, and he'll eventually, when he gets to the tower, be able to unlock it. Might be worth just even going to look at the tower.
Weavers, shepherds would trade their goods with the miners
Now.
below, but the cave mouth has been blocked for a long time. This village used to be full with movement, life, and bird song, but now, silence. Perhaps they too needed purpose.
And these towers serve as connection points between some of the biomes. So there are several biomes, but the first set is more open at the start, and you have to work your way through them to get to the later levels, and these towers act as a connective point between them, as well as a connective point across the game.
So there is another guy, another statue, and where I'm supposed to go, the statue here. I will just real quick capture this guy, if I am able to.
The fine mask marks this one as a tower guard.
But I have different components I don't have yet. Maybe I will just real quick grab another so I can do another mask.
The most intricate masks.
There is another character over here.
Breathe it in. These are the highest, but also the deepest places in my realm.
So we can see there are some challenges awaiting us down below. And I think there is a component we need around here.
We'll get to that.
This little fruit.
See those pearls?
But I need to look for the right one.
For pearls from other lands. You shall have to find components from elsewhere. A six-headed stormberry. Well
Ooh,
done.
six-headed
It's not easy to
stormberry.
find. Usually we only find 2 or 3 heads. That's like 4-leaf clover times 3.
So just to explain what Nick did
All these stormberries are not
said a little before, without showing too much, we will be able to use 2 characters to be able to go to this area. So I can right now put the elevator down, and when I'll be able to get into this character, I'll be able to go into this, and then I can plan to have him down below by using this character, like a little bit like we did before with the gondola system. So I have this new mask to make. Okay. So let's use the dummy head right this time. Okay.
And
So I
as the
have
game
new
goes
guys.
forward, the mask designs will become more ornate and complex, and you'll actually do some hand painting and lots of different colors and modifications as well to the masks.
Most of them have, or I think all of them have, a 3-color palette. So there's like a primary bucket here Balthazar has on his left, and then he can create these 2 little side buckets of paint that allow him to kind of prep his workspace before he gets into building the mask. And like I said earlier, people have different techniques of how they do this. As you can see, Balthazar is very likes to wave his arms around before he adds the earrings.
This is what we do for this character. So I can go into this elevator and just I have the neck thing happening again, and I can just make this guy go down, put my mask, and et voilà! I'm here, ready for the next challenge.
All right, so we're going to conclude the demo here. Of course, we don't want to spoil too much.
Shall we just show the tower? Sorry, just to show what we are supposed to go. We couldn't do this with the mountain, but just to show how it looks when we get closer. So I've gone back to the swamp, and because I've done all this level already, I activated all the statue, meaning that I can enter this tower. So this is something, if we had a little bit more time, we could have shown you in the mountain too. And something really mysterious is waiting for us here.
It is good to see you again. So the master has his apprentice, huh?
Et voilà.
Thank you, Balthazar.
Thank you, Balthazar.
Well done.
La démo est maintenant terminée, la démo que vous avez vue présenter les mécanismes du jeu MaskMaker et la façon d'aborder la fabrication de masques, de traverser le royaume des masques et de résoudre des énigmes. La démo a débuté dans l'archipel, où les joueurs vont commencer à découvrir ce nouveau monde mystérieux, notamment en utilisant la longue vue pour recueillir les plans des masques auprès des gardiens qui habitent les biomes du royaume des masques. Balthazar a rencontré un masque qui nécessitait des matériaux supplémentaires non présents dans l'archipel. Il s'est ensuite rendu à l'atelier du fabricant de masques, au centre névralgique du jeu. Comme vous l'avez vu, chaque fois que les joueurs enlèvent des masques, ils sont ramenés à l'atelier et doivent en fabriquer de nouveaux pour les transporter dans d'autres mondes. Nous avons également entendu Prospero, le chef du royaume des masques, qui guidera les joueurs tout au long de leur voyage en partageant des conseils utiles pour chaque biome et pour la fabrication de masques. La majorité de cette démo se déroulait sur la montagne, après avoir jeté un coup d'œil rapide aux marais et une variété de puzzles et de matériaux disponibles dans le monde entier. Afin de créer de nouveaux masques, les joueurs devront explorer les différents biomes et fabriquer des masques sophistiqués pour déverrouiller de nouvelles parties du monde et des puzzles de plus en plus complexes pour progresser dans le royaume des masques. Voilà les amis, c'est terminé pour cette présentation de MaskMaker VR, on espère qu'elle vous aura plu. Pour finir, comme d'habitude, n'oubliez pas les pouceaux, de partager cette vidéo, de vous abonner à la chaîne et si le cœur vous en dit, de nous laisser un pourboire sur Tipeee. Je vous laisse, à très bientôt dans une prochaine vidéo. Ciao ciao.
Once in there, I cannot follow. Ascend the tower for me, find the fragment of the Master's mask, and ignore everything else. Got it?